Welcome to our Learning Academy. In yesterday's video, we have seen the essential guidance services, and in today's video, we will learn the organization of guidance services in schools and evaluation of guidance services. So now coming to organization of guidance services in schools, guidance services in schools are the systematically planned programs that help students grow educationally, occasionally, socially, and personally. Organizing these services requires proper structure, trained personal resources, and coordination so that every learner receives assistance according to their developmental needs. Effective organization ensures that guidance is not an occasionally activity but a continuous, structured, and comprehensive program integrated with a school system. Now, need for organizing guidance services to help students deal with academic, emotional, and social challenges, assist in choosing suitable subjects, courses, and careers, identify special needs, giftedness, and learning difficulties, ensure proper adjustment in schools and society, reduce dropouts, failures, and maladjustments. Promote all round development of each child. Now, coming to principles of organizing guidance services, it is based on continuity. Activities should run throughout the school year based on comprehensiveness, cover personal, educational, and vocational areas, and individualization cater to individual differences based on cooperation involvement of teachers parents and administrators based on flexibility adapt to school needs and resources based on preventive and developmental approach not just crisis oriented based on confidentiality student information should be protected. Now coming to essential components of guidance organization, appointment of personnel, school guidance committee, a team responsible for planning and supervising guidance activities. Members include principal, guidance teacher or counselor, class teachers, career master, school doctor, nurse, social worker if available, school counselor, a trained professional who conducts counseling, test, remedial work, records, and evaluations. Teachers' role. Teachers act as guidance agents, observing students, maintaining records, and referring cases. External experts, psychologists, doctors, community workers may be invited for specialized services. B. Infrastructure and facilities. A separate guidance room for counseling, testing, and interviews. Psychological testing materials like aptitude, intelligence, and interest. Information corner with charts, brochures, and notices. Cumulative record files and confidential storage. Audio with visual aids, computer, and projector. Career library with books, magazines, and prospectus. C. Planning and organizing guidance services. Assessment of needs. Identify student problems through surveys, teacher reports, interviews. Designing guidance program. The program should include orientation service to introduce students and parents to school rules, curricular facilities, and career options. Information service provides educational, vocational, and personal information through bulletin boards, talks, brochures, exhibitions, digital media. See, individual inventory service collects and maintain detailed information about each student using cumulative records, tests, and observations. Counseling service, one-to-one interactions to resolve personal, academic, emotional, and social problems. Placement service, assist in choosing subjects, courses, co-curricular activities, and later job placements. Remedial service, help students overcome learning difficulties, emotional or behavioral issues. Follow-up service, monitors student progress after placement or intervention to ensure proper adjustment. Referral service, Referral, referral service refers severe cases to psychologists, psychiatrists, doctors, or special educators. Now, coming to implementation of guidance services, timetabling. Guidance periods are integrated into the school timetables for classes. Teacher participation. Teacher observe, record, identify special needs and support counselors. Student participation. Students are encouraged to visit the guidance room, ask questions, join workshops. Parent involvement. Regular parent meetings, counseling sessions, and orientation to help home school cooperation. Community participation. Resource persons, NGOs, industries offer career talks and job related exposure. Fifth, record keeping. A well organized school guidance service must maintain cumulative record cards, CRC, anecdotal records, health records, test results, case study files, progress reports, placement and follow up files. Proper filing ensures continuity and accuracy of guidance. Now, coming to evaluation of guidance services. Evaluation helps measure effectiveness and improve the program. Methods include feedback from students, parents, and teachers, analysis of dropout rates and academic progress, review of counseling outcomes, assessment of resource utilization, annual report of guidance activities. नाउ कमिंग टू challenges इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, क्या क्या challenges हम फेस कर सकते हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में. Lack of trained counselors, insufficient funds and facilities, heavy workload on teachers, lack of awareness among parents, large student teacher ratio. And what can be the solutions? Training teachers in basic guidance, using community resources, digital guidance platforms, regular professional development of for staff. Conclusion. Organization of guidance services in schools is essential for promoting holistic development, emotional stability, academic success, and career preparedness among students. A well planned guidance program supported by trained personnel and adequate resources ensures that every learner receives the assistance needed for personal, social, educational, and vocational growth. Now, coming to the next topic of the second unit, evaluation of guidance services. Evaluation of guidance services refers to a systematic and continuous process of assessing the effectiveness, efficiency, and outcome of the guidance program in a school. It helps determine whether the service are meeting student need and achieving the intended goals. तो जो evaluation of guidance services है वो उसका मतलब होता है बच्चों एक सिस्टमैटिक एंड कंटिन्यूअस ये जो प्रोसेस है वो असिस्ट करती है इफेक्टिवनेस को, एफिशिएंसी को एंड आउटकम्स को जो गाइडेंस प्रोग्राम स्कूल में हुआ है उसका. और ये हेल्प करती है डिटरमाइनिंग कि जो सर्विस है, जो बच्चे की जो नीड है उसको उसने फुलफिल किया, अचीव किया जो इंटेंडेड गोल था या नहीं किया. Evaluation is essential to improve quality, revise activities, ensure accountability, and make the guidance program more meaningful. Need and importance of evaluation. To measure effectiveness determines whether guidance activities, that is counseling, information, placement, etc., are productive, positive, are producing positive results or not. Identify strength and weakness. Helps find which service are functioning well and which require modification. To ensure accountability, a school must justify the time, money, personal, and resources used in the guidance program. To improve decision making, data from evaluation helps in planning, modifying, or expanding services. To understand student outcome shows improvement in academic achievement, behavior, adjustment, career clarity, self confidence. To promote professional growth, counselors and teachers learn about the performance and areas requiring training. To ensure relevance, evaluates whether guidance services are meeting the present needs of students and adapting to social changes. Now, coming to objectives of evaluation. to check whether guidance goals are being achieved, to assess student satisfaction with services, to analyze the appropriateness of methods used, to evaluate resources and personnel, to check the accuracy and usefulness of student records, estimate short term and long term impact, to recommend improvements for next academic year. Now, coming to aspects or areas of evaluation. Number A, program evaluation checks the overall design and operation of the guidance program. So, program evaluation is checks the overall design and operation of guidance program, which includes adequacy of orientation, information, counseling, inventory, and remedial services, flexibility and comprehensiveness, alignment with student needs. एंड बी इज पर्सनल इवैल्यूएशन हम पर्सनल की इवैल्यूएशन भी कर सकते हैं इससे टू इवैल्यूएट competence of counselors, participation of teachers, expertise of external resource persons, communication skills, ethical standards and professionalism. see process evaluation किसी की किसी भी प्रोसेस को भी इवैल्यूएट कर सकते हैं. assesses how guidance activities are carried out. Our services is student centered, is counseling confidential and ethical. Our test administered properly, is referral procedure systematic. The outcome of product evaluation किसी भी product और किसी भी outcome को भी evaluate कर सकते हैं which examines actual results. Improvement in academic performance, dropout rate reduction, better adjustment in behavior, increased career awareness, successful placement. रिसोर्स इवैल्यूएशन हम किसी भी रिसोर्सेज को भी इवैल्यूएट कर सकते हैं. assesses whether facilities are adequate, that is guidance room, testing materials, ICT and career library, budget and infrastructure. Now coming to methods and techniques of evaluation, कौन कौन सी techniques हम use कर सकते हैं to evaluate. feedback tools, student feedback forms, parent service, teacher feedback. एंड सेकेंड इज ऑब्जर्वेशन हम मतलब ऑब्जर्वेशन के थ्रू भी ऑब्जर्व ये भी दिस इज वन मेथड और टेक्निक ऑफ evaluation. direct observation of counseling sessions, classroom behavior, participation in programs, and interviews, structured or semi-structured interviews with the students, parents, teachers and counselors, analysis of records, records को analyze करके भी, cumulative records cards, test results, counseling case files, placement records, questionnaires, standards or self-developed questionnaires to measure satisfaction, awareness, adjustment, etc. Rating scales and checklist used by teachers to assess students' behavior, participation, and outcomes. Comparative studies before and after counseling comparisons, academic progress comparisons, behavioral improvements, case studies, in depth evaluation of selected students who have undergone guidance interventions, statistical analysis using average percentages, correct correlations to interpret data scientifically, external evaluations. An external expert may assess the guidance program for unbiased results. Now, coming to steps in the evaluation process. So first is setting evaluation objective. What do we want to evaluate? Which service? Second is identifying criteria. First is setting evaluation objective. Second is identifying criteria or indicators. Example, improvement in grades, reduced absenteeism, uh, number of successful placements. Third is selecting tools and methods like survey, test, interview, observation, data collection, gathering information from all stakeholders. Fifth, data analysis, interpreting results using qualitative and quantitative methods. Reporting findings, detailed reports of strength, weakness, and outcomes, making recommendations, suggestions for improvement in counseling, remedial work placement, etc. Follow up, implementing improvements, and re evaluating next year. Now, coming to criteria for effective evaluation. So, it must be systematic, not random, must be continuous, done throughout the year, should be comprehensive, covering all services, should be objective and unbiased, should involve all stakeholders, that is, students, teachers, and parents, should lead to specific improvements, should maintain confidentiality and ethics. Now, coming to challenges. Lack of trained evaluators, limited time and resources, large student population, resistance from teachers or counselors. Poor record keeping, inadequate tools, or outdated methods. Solutions. What can be the solution? Train teachers regularly. Use digital record systems. Conduct small periodic evaluations instead of one large one. Involve community experts. Provide administrative support. Conclusion. Evaluation of guidance services is an essential component of an effective school guidance program. It ensures quality, accountability, improvement, and student success through systematic evaluation. Schools can understand the impact of their services, strengthen weak areas, and ensure that guidance contributes meaningfully to the holistic development of learners. So if you liked today's video, then please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel.